we'll be using the Arduino Uno. Now, here is Arduino Uno board made by Arduino in Italy. And this board here is an authentic board. And Arduino is an open source platform. And open source means that all the design files and schematic files and software for the Arduino are available to the public and open. And people are allowed to copy them, and a lot of people have copied them. There are a lot of Arduino clones and derivatives out there that you can buy. And the clones and derivatives, a lot of them are okay and just as good as the Arduino, but I'm going to suggest, for the purposes of following along, to be sure that we are all on the same page, that you buy your Arduino Uno if you don't already have one from Arduino. Now, there are two different types of Arduino Uno boards. There's the one you see here, and there is a surface mount board. Now, they're almost the same thing, except the little CPU there, which we could see, is actually a surface mount chip instead of a dual inline package or DIP. Okay, this is an SMD board, and this one is the regular DIP or dual inline package board. I'm going to suggest you go with this board, not this one. And here's the reason. If you're new to Arduino, there is a chance that you could fry the CPU on the Arduino. And if that happens with the surface mount edition, you're most likely going to have to buy a whole new board. Unless you're really good at surface mount soldering and have the equipment and the skills to do that, you're going to have to purchase a whole new board instead of just purchasing the microcontroller. And there are microcontrollers available that come preloaded with the bootloader, and you could get those for a couple of dollars versus $25 for a new board. So I'm going to suggest that we stick with this board right here. And again, this is a basic overview. It doesn't cover every single part on the board, every little resistor, capacitor. We're going to go over some of the main features and then take a closer look at some of the hardware a little bit later in a different video. Let's start with the digital pin headers up top. These give access to the pins on the microcontroller. They're either inputs or outputs, and you'll notice that some of the digital pins 0 through 13 have a little tilde mark next to them. These are the PWM or pulse width modulation pins, which are kind of dual purpose. For now, just know that the pins 11, 10, 6, 5, 3 have pulse width modulation capabilities, and that's why you see that little tilde mark next to the numbers. You'll also notice pins 0 and 1 are TX and RX. Now, TX stands for transmit and RX stands for receive.